here with Matt from escYOUunited to get an opinion from a non-Danish person about how he sees today's rehearsal of Fyr and Flamme. Matt, what was your initial reaction?
My initial reaction was very positive, and I will honestly say it wasn't just me. There was a resounding like, whoa, I didn't see that coming kind of response from a lot of people on my team, not just here, but also in the online press center. So it was this kind of I mean, I always liked the song anyway, so I'm not going to lie. But it was always, that are they going to be able to put something like this really on the big Eurovision stage? And they sure did. It was breathtaking. It was so joyful. It's like the national final performance put together on a big stage, of a big Eurovision stage, and just improved the issues, from the national final. And that is what I loved the most. They knew exactly what that needs to be fixed without losing the essence of what made this song stand out in the first place.
I was sitting with a smile on my face. What happened in the press center?
Same thing. I mean, of course, I don't see all the faces because some have been wearing masks and all of that. But there was an applause. There was actually a really healthy amount of applause, bigger than some of the other countries that I have seen. Because I think that was more like I didn't see that coming, because just the energy. And I will say, the colors looked amazing, and I think as like these triangle tunnel effects came in, and the cameras looked amazing, everyone was like, "Wow, this is really entertaining." So I just saw a lot of like people stopping and watching what was going on, while there were other performances where that did not happen. Because I think Denmark in general flew a little bit under the radar. And I think it's a fair thing to say. So I think just people notice it, and that is my observation in the press room here.
And as you say, we have flown a little bit under the radar. It's been a bit low in the odds as well. Yeah. Where do you see it now?
So initially, I always said Denmark will be in the top 10 of the televote. I had no doubt about that even before the rehearsals. I was worried, I don't know how the juries will respond to a song like that. That was my biggest concern. So I had them as a fairly, not certain, but, a hunch kind of non-qualifier. After today, I put them in my qualification. I'm like, I think they're going to go through. I think they're going to do much better than we thought, at least in the televote, and it may be enough. It's just a feeling. It is just that it feels, sometimes you just know this feels like a qualifier. And that's what Denmark was to me. Now, I'm not 100% certain, but there was a lot of countries that stepped up their game today, where I was like, oh my God, so many good rehearsals today. And that honestly coming. Portugal did great. Albania did great, right? And I was like, oh my God. But then Denmark did not fall behind on that at all. So I'm like, wow, yeah, this is really tough. So I'm not like 100% certain. I have a really good feeling. So as of right now, ask me again, probably like by the rehearsal, the semifinals come up. But as of right now, I think they're going to make it.
How does it look for you as an outsider to see a band like this, taking the, let's say, 80s Eurovision spirit back into Eurovision of today? Is that a good thing, or has that passed already?
Well, that is obviously a personal bias, but I'm a big fan of the old Eurovision days anyways, 80s wise. So it's very heartening to see that. It is very heartening that Denmark, for the first time since they got rid of the language rule, is singing in Danish. I feel as they just need to be rewarded just for that alone. And I think they will. It brings a lot of nostalgia. And I kept that saying before, there is something outside the Eurovision bubble that is not often being tracked in like fan polls, betting odds, that they overlook. And this will have appeal. People that are maybe not just 19 and a half and have like a little bit more experience in life will be like, oh, I remember that sound. I'm like, this is nice. I really like this. And it's just going to get a lot of that kind of a nostalgic feel for sure. And I mean, and going last on top of it, in the semi, it's just, I feel like the stars lining up for Denmark better than a lot of people think. Again, we got away, but I just have good feeling about this.
Well, we are certainly crossing our fingers. We will see them again on Friday in the second rehearsal, and then of course the dress rehearsals again from next Tuesday. Matt, thank you so much for being with us today.
You're welcome. Good luck.